Konnichiwa, Minisan.
Hello, and welcome to Famicast 296, your Famicast for the early part of July 2025. I'm your host, Danny Bivens, and I'm joined, as always, by JC.
Famicast a go, baby.
We're here.
Bringing back the classic.
There it is. That's right.
Holy shit. Are we really 4 episodes away from 300? Jesus Christ.
We are. Speaking of classics, also Mr. Cat Drugs himself is here as well.
That's his way of calling me old.
Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think we're all kind of getting there.
Yeah.
But
well, what's better? I like playing old Nintendo games, or I like playing classic Nintendo games. There you go.
Well, I mean, Nintendo did change the name of their retro lineup to Nintendo Classics. So
Danny wants to call it Nintendo Old Games.
I wanted to. That doesn't roll off the tongue as well, I guess. Something with marketing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, anyways,
what we got going on today, Danny?
Good. I think we're just going to talk about the heat wave that's going on right now in the Kanto area.
God.
It sucks. Yeah. So I mean, you said you had James, you air conditioned car to air conditioned home, air conditioned car, air conditioned office, like all that type of stuff. Me and Ty have not been so lucky, I don't think. That's true.
No, it is fucking hot, man. I mean, that's why I'm in Studio 2. I can't be in the main studio anymore. There's no aircon in that room. I would be, literally a puddle on the floor.
Sure.
So it sucks. It's like 32 degrees, which in American is what, like 500 or something?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Times 2 plus 30. Then seriously, it's like one way that you can kind of look at. I think it's.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
times 2 plus 30. Okay.
I think so. So, like, let's say it's 20 times 2 plus 30. It's like 70.
64. That's a good number. Plus 30. 94.
Yeah, fun.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I mean, highs during the day are have been like 35. And Ty, how do you get to work yourself? Do you?
I have like a 15-minute walk outside.
Oof.
And I get on a train, and then it's like another 5-minute walk.
Oof. Like 15 minutes, yeah.
I ride like 7 kilometers a day on my bike. It's like a 15-20 minute ride in the morning, 15-20 minute ride in the afternoon. It sucks.
Yeah. I mean, if you go outside at like 2 to 3 p.m., I mean, you quite literally would die.
Yeah.
In seconds. So, yeah. It's fun.
I'm on a bicycle with a dark colored helmet, and it's awesome. Yeah. Anyways, we're not just only going to talk about weather today. We're going to talk about some video games. Where the Famicast, we do talk about games every once in a while,
I guess.
Yeah. So we got some cool stuff to talk about with new business. There's a couple of cool, interesting bits of news that we're going to get into as well. Ty's got a boatload of anime trash apparently.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This has been piling up. I can't wait to get in it.
All right.
Ty, that makes literally no sense. You can't say it's been piling up, but you've always surrounded by cardboard boxes.
Right. Well,
like what's piling up? Which is the piling up bit? Which is the normal pile?
I hear these have never been opened.
Okay.
Who can say what's inside them? It's a
mystery. The 480 other cardboard boxes have been opened.
Right.
At some point.
Right.
All right. Well, I guess without further ado, let's just go ahead and kick it off with new business. And I'll kick us off today with the new biz. So I'm still playing Switch 2. Been kind of busy with work and stuff, so I haven't had as much time to play games as I would have liked. I'm not going to harp on these next two things too long, but last week I was checking out just some older Switch 1 stuff on the Switch 2 just to kind of see how it ran. I checked out Denshide Go, the game that came out in 2021. I really liked it. And I still do. I think with that game, and we've kind of touched on this in the last episode, and it's just kind of general knowledge now, but it seems like most games that had unlocked frame rates, they tended to kind of benefit the most from the Switch 2 kind of like upscaling, just like boosting stuff. And like, I don't think that's the case with this game, because I think it's locked at 30, and they do have some like dynamic resolution scaling going on, and that does make the game seem a little bit better, but it's fine. But
yeah, you need to have that silky smooth 30 frames a second for riding a train 10 miles an hour. Brilliant.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think the PS4 version, maybe it supports PSVR, and I think it has to have 60 frames a second.
In VR.
In VR. I don't know about in VR, but anyway.
It'll be 120 frames a second, right? To have both eyes. So it's probably not. Not PS4 version, at least. Maybe 5 VR 2.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, then I checked out AEW Fight Forever game. I kind of love and hate at the same time. Same deal. Wrestling game. It's still kind of janky. It's still kind of fun. But yeah, I think it's a locked 30 on the Switch, so same deal. It's just it's a really weird game, buggy. But what I wanted to talk about today was the GameCube games that are out right now on the Switch 2. And so I've been kind of going through those. I'm going to pull up a video here as well if you guys are watching the video version. And
wow. Doshin the Giant, for real?
Yes.
How did you get that running?
Yeah, well,
nice.
Shh, don't. My uncle got the hookup. No, so I've been trying out F-Zero and a little bit of Wind Waker.
Wow, they got the memory card thing screen as well. That's amazing.
I wanted to touch on that too, because
1,000 blocks. Holy shit! That's
that
huge
last
card. Wow.
In the West, Nintendo first released the memory card 59, then the 251, and then the 1019, which is kind of, that was pretty late in the GameCube life cycle. So I didn't get one of these because I think I had like a third party one that was already like the same size, so it was fine. Now that memory card is completely dead, literally broken half, like it just came unglued, and it just doesn't work anymore.
How much is 1019 blocks in actual real world storage? Is it like 64 megabytes? Or
no, I don't even think it's that much. I don't think
do you know offhand?
A fancy 256 kilobytes. I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's not much. I mean, even like back in the day, PS2 memory cards, like the initial ones were like 8 megabytes. And that was kind of like a big deal. But like GameCube memory card 59, that was tiny, but it was also cheap. Maybe we can just look that up maybe during the show or something. But
so the Reddit thread about it says it's a 64 megabyte.
64, huh? Okay. All right. Well, anyways, one kind of interesting thing about this, as far as I know, I don't think that 1019 was ever released in Japan for some reason. Yeah.
Anyways. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. They used to pack them in with like more games, didn't they? Here, so like if you bought Animal Crossing, you got it.
Right. I think I bought like extra copies of Biohazard Zero because it came with a memory card and it was like discounted down to like $5. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, might as well at that point. Maybe that was a thing. I mean, some games that were released in the way, and Animal Crossing did have a memory card for the GameCube version in North America too, because you absolutely need just one memory card for that whole game. But anyways, I thought it was interesting that they're basing, even for just one game set, like this is for F-Zero 1019. I don't even think that would even be totally necessary for this game. But anyways, I thought that was kind of cool. But moving on here, something that I've seen kind of pop up over the net and kind of even thought to myself was some of the emulation on here feels a little bit off to me. There does seem to be a little bit of input lag with some of this stuff. Like some like Modern Vintage Gamer, he did a really good breakdown showing the Nintendo Switch to GameCube thing versus like emulators running stuff like on its computer and stuff. And while the emulators do actually have a little bit of lag themselves, it does seem like the Switch 2 stuff is kind of bad. Like what was it, 0.8 seconds or something?
Tell us in frames.
Yeah. So,
wait, 0.8? That's absurd. That is
yeah, I could be wrong on the number there, but it was bad, and you could kind of feel it a little bit with some things. I mean, F-Zero is a really hard game, and you really got to be on the ball if you want to do good, especially in story mode and stuff. In this video footage, I'm just kind of screwing around on a track just to get footage, honestly.
0.8 is like the infamous Stadia GIF. You know the one.
I'm not sure, but Stadia, that's all that needs to be said.
Yeah.
Like you push right, and then 3 seconds later he turns right.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of bad, and honestly, it didn't seem as bad when I was playing Soul Calibur, believe it or not. But for Wind Waker, I did kind of feel it, especially when moving the camera. Another thing too, because I think it's like inverted or not inverted. I don't remember which way. So that was kind of messing me up a little bit too. And there's no way to change it. So I was like, okay, great. But yeah, even jumping over, like I'm going up to a little bridge here, and should be easy peasy to be able just to go over this thing. It's not even that thin. Walking through, and I'm like, hey, cool. I'm just going to kind of walk on by and just, okay, maybe not in this exact clip, but then I'll just kind of like just fall off of the ledge just a little bit. There it goes. So yeah,
because you couldn't react. It didn't react quick enough.
Or maybe I overcompensated, or something like that. It just, sometimes it just feels a little bit off. There were similar complaints with the N64 stuff. I don't remember it being that bad on the N64, but it does seem noticeable here. And even during this gameplay, I was using my GameCube controller, but I had it wired and connected, via a wire, which you would think would alleviate some of this stuff, but it didn't. So,
wow. Disappointing.
Yeah. But I mean, even with that said, Nintendo did go through and do a lot of fixes with the N64 stuff. So I'm sure that they will, kind of iron things out. I don't know if it'll ever be perfect. It might get to the point where it's good enough. And even with some of these things you can adapt to. I would rather they just kind of fix it.
Yeah.
Not.
There has to be someone at Nintendo who play tested it and said, hey, this feels a little bit off. We should probably have F-Zero as as zero delay as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. Let's do that.
Yeah.
For launch.
But for some reason, the game that I thought I would be bothered by the most with this would be Soul Calibur 2, but it wasn't. It's the one that actually I had the most fun with. I don't know, Ty, I mean, obviously you're our fighting game expert here, but when you have any kind of input lag or something like this, even on a fighting game, like what does that do? Oh, as like a fighting game expert, like what? Obviously the main thing, yes, fix it, but like, how would you adjust to that if you were playing and there was something like that?
How would
aside from just throwing the controller through the screen or something like,
and lots of complaining. It's like it just feels so bad, especially if you have like any muscle memory at all, so to speak. It just makes the entire experience incredibly unpleasant. Especially consider a game like Soul Calibur 2 and hell, the entire GameCube library, pretty much. If you played them a lot previously, you were almost certainly playing them on a CRT TV.
Sure.
And which how much lag those have? Zero. Absolute zero latency. And if you go from that to like an emulator that has latency plus whatever latency your HD TV has, it like those will stack up together and it make it feel even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. On a wireless controller from 10 meters away.
Yeah.
Then played online over Wi-Fi.
Peer-to-peer. There we go. Yeah.
Oh god.
Anyways, for some reason, I felt it the least with this. I don't know why. I don't know. I played quite a bit of this back in the day. Probably more. Well, I played Zelda quite a bit too, and a decent amount of F-Zero. But I think I probably played more Soul Calibur than F-Zero. So
you're the national champion at Soul Calibur 2, if I recall.
Soul Calibur 1. I was the champion of my hometown from that one shop.
World champion. Right?
Nice.
World champion. That's how we do. That's how we announce ourselves in America. I'm the world champion at something.
That's
Haven't been any other country, but there we are.
That's right.
Yeah. If I can comment on that, keep in mind Soul Calibur 2 is a multi-platform game. The original version was running on the Namco. No, the
Triforce?
no, before Triforce. It was like the System 246 board or whatever it was called, which is basically just a PS2 with like more RAM or something.
Okay.
And then they ported it to GameCube, Xbox, PS2.
Yep.
And in that sense, like the game may run with less latency because it was easier to port to whatever fucking emulator they're using. Right? Didn't we figure out like for the 64, like the emulator was like different for each game?
Yeah.
And it might be the same thing going on here. I would really love to know what's going on the back end for the GameCube emulation.
Yeah, me too.
Well, it's the same on a PC, right? Like, some games don't work. Some games work really well. It's
right.
Like, no emulator can just play all games like the original hardware. That's just not how emulation works, is it?
Right. Yeah, generally no. If you like dump like a raw ROM, it's not going to work right. And like pretty much every ROM that gets distributed on the internet has been doctored up a little bit to work with the emulators in general.
I remember trying to play Street Fighter Alpha 2 on the Super Nintendo back in the day on emulator, and that did not work. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But they eventually got it working, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can play. I don't know why you would choose to play the Super Nintendo version of that game, but okay.
It's like, hey, I like playing like sports games on Nintendo consoles. I mean, sometimes people have weird preferences, I guess.
How else would it? What you just for the arcade emulator? I don't know. If they
some of the best emulators ever made are for Capcom CPS2, which is what that and many other great games run on.
Would that have been available in 1997?
Probably not, but
that's probably why I played the Super Nintendo one.
Yeah, all right, that does make sense.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to mention this, and I think seeing as as of right now, the time we're recording, the Switch 2 isn't even a month old. This stuff's not even a month old. I think Nintendo will be able to tweak this and it'll be better. Will it be perfect? No, but I don't know. If people are going to be playing competitive Soul Calibur 2, I don't think they're going to be using this version.
Next Evo, let's play. Yeah, Switch 2 emulated.
Yeah, don't think so.
I'm getting some conflicting data on the memory card thing. Sorry to keep harping on about it, but the memory card 59 was apparently less than half a megabyte.
Half? Okay. Wow. Because I know it was small.
My joke answer was pretty close.
I mean, that thing
251 was apparently 2 megabytes.
Okay.
And the 1019 that we were talking about earlier is 8 megabytes.
Okay.
So
because there were
the 64 megabyte one I was quoting before was probably a third party. So like later, that came out later.
There were several third party ones. The one I got, I think was the equivalent, I think, of a 251. It was an Interact one that came out really early. But yeah, and then we can't forget that Japan did get the GameCube SD card adapter, which I have somewhere here.
It comes.
It does not work like you would think it would. It only is compatible with like 2 games, and one of them is Animal Crossing, and one of the features is it lets you take screenshots and save the screenshots on the SD card. That's it. You can't save game data. So
infinite storage, Put in a 1 gigabyte SD card. Boom.
Yeah, I don't know if that would have worked back in like 2002.
that was a regular SD as well, right? Not like not micro SD. So that was a big fat one. Yeah,
it was regular. Yeah, I've been working on like a article and video for that for about 3 years. It's just this kind of setting.
For GameCube, I actually had one that connected via USB to my PC. So I actually could back up and actually just put download his data like with like all the unlocks or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
And just like put it straight on the card. It was really cool. It was obviously third party.
Dex Drive? Was it like one of those type of deals?
No, it wasn't Dex Drive. It was I can't remember what it was, but it was transparent. It was transparent black, and it just had like I guess it would have been not USB-C obviously, but like micro USB or something like that. Like one of the first, because micro USB was a thing, you know, in the late 90s. It probably came out around about then, and yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, I did all sorts of crazy shit on the GameCube thanks to that.
Nice. All right. Well, that's going to do it for me for new business. So let's go ahead and move on over to Ty.
Cool. Well, I do want to kind of catch up on all the usual bullshit games I've been playing over the last couple of weeks, where everybody else has been playing Switch 2.
Sure.
Dead by Daylight, fucking Freddy Fazbear, Springtrap came out, and he's fun. The anniversary event is live in Dead by Daylight. It's cool and fun, and it's like the best time to, if you play the game like once per year, it's the best time to play it. So yeah, that's cool.
I wonder, well, just to butt in just for a second, I wonder how the Switch version or Switch 2 version, or playing on Switch 2 fares. I had thought about that just like as I was putting together part of the agenda, and I was thinking, like, wait a second.
Me too.
Yeah, I really next game night, one of the guys needs to get on the Switch 2 version and see how it plays.
Yeah.
It might be like
version, but
it might be like the best console version in the sense that it's like the lowest res, lowest detail one, which is actually like a slight competitive advantage because you have like less foliage and shit to deal with when you're trying to spot the other players. Yeah. Well, and because it's like the low res, like low spec version running on high spec, it might get like really nice frame rates and load times.
Yeah. I'm wondering, I don't remember if it was locked. It seemed to me like it was always locked at 30 though on the Switch. If that's the case, that ain't gonna change. But
yeah, we'll have to ask our buddy Lemonade to help us out next game night.
I could do it too. You know, I have a Switch 2 and I have the game, but you know,
never heard of you.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about that fighting game with like the fastest loading times in the world, thanks to the Switch.
Oh yeah,
the original version.
Yeah, it's the same situation there.
Yeah. Lemonade brought up the point. He said Dead by Daylight was one of the games on the Switch 2 compatibility issue list, but I don't know what the issue is. Okay.
Shit.
Yeah. Like, is the issue doesn't work at all, or
that just who knows? Wow.
It's just the screen is black. You can only hear sounds.
There, it's just like the regular Switch 1 version, then boom.
Well, yeah, Lemonade, get on it, mate. we want to, by the end of this episode, we want a full compatibility video emailed to Danny directly. Thank you.
Can't wait. Looking forward to it. Anyways, Ty, sorry to interrupt there, but
okay. Well, I'm just kind of going down the list. Sure. Street Fighter 6. Let's see. Elena came out. She's like kind of the third strike character, and like infamous in Street Fighter 4 for being a competitive war criminal. She seems all right in Street Fighter 6, and they showed they're finally showing some new cosmetic outfits for like the regular character.
Okay,
and they're all like horny swimsuits.
Even for Ryu?
I think they've only showed them for like 7 characters so far. I think.
Okay,
all female.
Yeah, not all of them. No, Luke gets like a nice beach himbo outfit. But yeah, like infamously in Street Fighter 5, like Chun-Li and the other girl characters got like the lion's share of the cosmetics.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they need to make money, so it's like that makes sense.
Yeah, they were definitely the best of the. I mean, the best of the.
Yes.
The costumes in the previous game, definitely.
I mean, they could have just done Dulcim in a thong. I mean, someone would have.
It's basically wearing that anyway, isn't it?
I mean,
you want to wear less?
Yeah, less, please.
Right.
Fewer clothes, please. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if I mentioned before, but they did show the lineup for the next 4 characters, the next season of characters, which all very, very sweaty, try hard characters, if you ask me. And I'm all for it. Like Sagat, the Viper. Who else was in there? I don't remember.
Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man, Scrimblow, Bimblow.
Fulgo?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Bibbidi wobbity.
Yep. So that's fun. I'm having fun this week. Oh, and they announced like a new weird collaboration with, I don't even know, it's like a girl idol group or some shit.
Oh, K-pop thing. Yeah, I just read about this actually.
Yeah.
It's a K-pop band called aespa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's like a tie injury cosmetic, and they're adding a new commentator after the game being out for 2 years. They're finally adding a new like in-game commentator.
All right.
Oh wow! So you can
Yeah.
actually choose between various commentators.
Yeah, that was a feature in the base version of the game, and a lot of people just turned it off because you don't want to listen to like fucking Joe Montana sports
Yeah,
talk
I was
football.
going to say, it was this, you get to choose from Joe Montana, John Madden, Pat Summerall.
I mean,
what were the options, Ty?
who's in there? James Chen. What's his name?
Love that guy.
Yeah.
King Griffey Jr.
I think there was only like 2 guys in there. I don't know. I turned it off pretty quick.
Nice.
But I mean, they're not bad.
Mhm.
But when you play the game for
Is
1,000
Snoop
hours,
Dogg one of them?
I wish. Like when the game came out, like people were talking about putting in like modding in like DSP and low tier guide, like you know the infamous internet shitters that everybody loves to hate. I would kill to have them in the game, but or even like
Nice.
like
I just realized the t-shirt Danny's wearing.
Oh, actually, yeah.
nice.
Street Fighter shirt.
Wow, that's cool. When did you get that one?
Long time ago. It was from a friend. He's getting rid of a bunch of shit. And he's like, hey, here's a shirt. It's like, okay. There we go.
Pretty sure that's pretty
Yeah,
sick.
it's pretty
Is
nice.
that like a famous like album cover? The photo?
Probably. I'd have to ask the friend.
I thought it was Tiananmen Square or something. It was like some kind of political statement.
Yes.
No?
I can't even tell. I'm closer than you guys. So
Nice.
but
That's good.
All right, so Street Fighter 6. Play it on your Switch too.
Oh shit! Yeah, I plan on doing that one
Nice.
day once I get my console. Spoilers.
Nice. All right. Oh, what else? Playing Nikkei. Today is the last day of the what's that game that Genki likes?
Stellar Blade.
Stellar Blade is the last day of the Stellar Blade event.
Stellar
So,
boobs.
so if you want to get Anime Chan and the other Anime Chans from Stellar Blade, Eve, that's her name.
Eve.
It's the last day. Get out the credit card, do those pulls.
There it is.
I got all the characters. I do the grind every day. Good. And so they're at, like right after that they're doing like a re-up of the Nier event, which is crazy to put back to back.
Yeah.
This is like Nier and Nier at home. Also, I want to point out how funny it is that the company Shift Up did like a collaboration with themselves. It's like that meme of Obama putting a medal on another Obama.
Nice.
Yep.
Thanks, Obama.
Yep. So
Is that
that's
like
what's going on in-
mixing Pepsi and Coke or something like that?
Ugh.
yeah.
God. Gross.
No, that's a Joker meme. Batman.
Ugh.
All right. So they've got another new original character coming out tomorrow. And sometime during the summer, they're gonna have like the summer event where all the characters are extra horny. So get ready for that.
Yeah.
You know, like bikini outfits and limited exclusives and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's fun. But as for new games,
What?
I started playing Vampire Survivors.
Nice.
Yeah.
Indie Game of the Year 2023.
Like 2 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah, good game. It's a good game.
Yeah. I heard something interesting about this. I don't know if it's true. Maybe James, you know. The guy that made this is actually a guy that works on like Vegas gambling machines. And he decided he made this in his downtime. Like, I'm going to use my powers for good instead of evil. But I'm still going to make it insanely addictive and psychologically impulse-inducing.
Yeah. Sounds about right. No, I didn't know that story.
Okay. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I saw somewhere. Anyway, it does feel like it. Like the UI does feel real like gambling, doesn't it? Like when you get get a treasure chest. It's like when you hit a slot machine.
Oh man, it looks so bad in screenshots, doesn't it? It's like you think, how is this game fun by looking at this picture?
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna throw up like a
trust me.
trailer, but all the trailers were when the console version came out. By that point, there said it got over 190,000 copies sold. Like this, all it's like text all over it. And I was like, okay, I'll just do the screenshots. So
this is a game where you need to see it in motion just to understand the the sublime feeling.
I think a lot of people at this point have probably played. Or Ty, is this on Game Pass still?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I haven't actually bought it. If I did want to buy it, it's only like $2. But...
I was gonna say, like, oh shit, need to get it on Game Pass. Don't want to spend the $2.
Yeah. I've had a lot of experiences recently where I think of a video game randomly, and then I think, is it on Xbox? Is it on Game Pass? And I look and it is, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. This is how I first played it. I don't think I bought it on the Switch, but I played it on the Xbox for I don't know, a couple hours. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
I think it was PC Switch only for a while, but then it did come to the other consoles. Yeah.
Right.
I think that's probably why I thought that.
Yeah, James, you were talking it up as like this is a game you play for like 5 minutes at a time. Is it? It's not. A run is half an hour.
I didn't say that.
I might have to check the record on that one.
Yeah.
Let's check the record.
Yeah, if you want to, at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
It depends how bad you are, I guess. I mean, my early runs were like, cool, man, I made it real far. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. When
in your mind, you say, oh yeah, I'll play this for 5 minutes. But yeah, it doesn't end up being like that.
All right. Well, maybe I should explain this game for people who haven't played it at all. It's as you can see, it's like this top-down, like Robotron Smash TV kind of thing, where these waves of enemies come at you, and you have to pick up these little gems and level up and get semi-random things. It's like a roguelike where you try to get a good build from your random choices, and you try to survive as long as you can. Hit 30 minutes, and then when you hit 30 minutes, the Yeti from Ski Free comes out and eats your character.
Nice.
Garlic. It's got to be the garlic, right? Have you killed many things with the garlic time?
Garlic is pretty good. By the numbers, I think the bouncy gem is maybe the best thing, or the lightning, but we'll see. I haven't even unlocked all the stuff. I just killed the Rainbow Reaper. So I'm getting in there. Unlock like half the characters.
Nice.
Yeah,
there's a lot of characters.
There's a lot of characters.
More.
Yeah. There's probably. I mean, there's got to be more now than when I first played it. Like, because it had just come out on Game Pass. Probably, like I said, probably 2023. And I was like, I mean, there were quite a bit of stuff. There's quite a bit of characters and stuff to unlock, but there's so much more stuff now.
Yeah, so it's fun. I've been playing it when I get the time, but I'm kind of stuck on the DVD grind. Well, it's still the anniversary event.
Yeah,
because when you're playing the anniversary event, you get the anniversary cakes that give you play one each game, and you get like a bonus 109% because it's the 9th anniversary.
Oh, really?
So
yeah. This did exist for a while on PC, right? Like before I got a console version. It's been around for a long time.
Yep. Well, that's nice. Cool that you can get you get bonuses and shit like that on DVD. Okay, that's nice.
Yeah, so that's where I'm going to be just grinding on. But I get the urge to play this. Like the fucking gambling tentacle monster has got its tendrils in my brain.
More so than the UFO catchers then.
Yep.
Maybe not.
Well, I mean, I can do all my UFO catchers in like 20 or 30 minutes, which is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like gotta play Nikkei. Gotta play Street Fighter 6 as well. If I want to get there's a special color you can get if you play like 300 rank matches during the season.
Okay.
So I might grind those out sooner or later.
Okay.
But yeah. Vampire game is sick.
Yeah,
boy.
Cool.
And that'll do it for me, I think.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on over to James.
Let's go.
Sad trombone sound effect.
Wah,
Maybe just
wah,
maybe
wah.
just for the just for the audio
I
listeners.
don't know if I have one of those, but
Yep. So the fourth lottery was done, and I didn't win again.
Get
And
fucked.
the fifth lottery. Well, we're going to talk about this in news, Danny. Is it okay
Yes.
to talk about it now or no?
we
Okay.
could just couple it with the news.
Okay.
It's what you showed me earlier. It was very interesting, and the first time that ever showed up. Actually.
Yes. So Danny Bivens had the brilliant idea to, my friend changed his profile from Australian to Japanese, and he immediately got a Nintendo Switch 2.
Not immediately, with the first.
Didn't
with
even
the
have to
first
pay for
one.
it, according to Bivens.
I did say that. Yes.
So anyway, so I tried. Obviously the 4 times has been on my Japan profile, and I lost every single one. And then my main profile does have a lot of hours played, but it was British, so I changed that one to Japanese. And then today, 2nd of July, is the entry for the 5th one. And so they were doing it a little bit differently, and I tried to push the buy button where it's free. It's like 0 yen, but you have to buy a reservation ticket.
Yeah.
And it said, you do not qualify. I'm like, which makes less sense because my Japanese account was linked to my British account, which was the main one. So the British one is it's the head of the household. It has many hundred hours of gameplay. I've been a subscriber to the online thing for however many years, and it says, no, you don't qualify. But the one where I had almost 0 hours gameplay, and it wasn't the main account, did qualify? Like, what?
So I will say this, because I don't think for the first 4 lotteries, I don't think Nintendo had a system set up to like do that right off the bat, because otherwise.
But I thought it was from day one. It was that.
I've never seen the thing that you showed me where it just basically said like, nope, you are not eligible. I never heard anybody saying that thing ever popped up.
Oh, so everyone got in. Okay.
Everyone
so now they're finally taking it. So
I mean, no. I think that they probably checked it after the fact. I don't know how, but that kind of makes sense, because if you think about it, what they're doing, it's just like a regular purchase on the Nintendo like online store. Okay, maybe they can check like basic things, because they can lock stuff behind if you don't have Nintendo Switch Online. They say, yeah, you can't buy this. But how in the hell can they check their store, check if you've played 50 hours? Like, I don't know how that would work unless they did something, which it seems like they did. Maybe there's some kind of a thing where they can see like, hey, this account was originally from the UK. What the hell? I don't know, man. Like, that seems like the only explanation, because you played 50 hours on your Switch total by the date. It was like February 28, 2025. You did that. You have been a Nintendo Switch Online member for probably 6 years, 7 years.
Well, yeah, since
since it became since it first came out. So it's like, that shit's not the problem. It's got to be just something with the region, I would assume, some kind of thing. Maybe they want to prevent people from doing like what my friend did. He had the Australian account and he switched it to a Japanese one, and then he got it. But again, it's like he wasn't doing anything facetious or doing anything like just underhanded. He just wanted to fucking get a system just like James, and it's got lucky enough to do it. So
yeah, it might come to the point where I have to actually ask my mum to get it in the UK and just ship it over. It might
help you set it up, so to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Quite literally, my parents will help me set it up.
Yeah,
or at least get it for me. So yeah, it sucks. But what can you do? Yeah, I mean, I am busy at the moment, like with work and everything, but like it's going to be summer vacation soon, and it's like, yeah, I would like to have it by then.
Yeah,
and especially before fucking DK comes out.
Yeah,
which
2 weeks.
It's
less, like a little bit over 2 weeks from when we're recording. Yeah, basically 2 weeks. So
yeah, all right, mate, calm down.
Sorry,
don't rub it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will try to I'll keep trying. I'm not going to give up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give up,
Okay.
get an Xbox.
Never
Portable
heard of it.
Xbox with the actually, just to piggyback on that, Tyler, Microsoft did say about the partnership with Rogue Ally for the new Xbox handhelds coming out later this year. Any interest in those?
I saw those. They looked interesting. Maybe.
I don't remember if they announced the price. It seems like it'd be horrendously expensive.
Right. Like, it isn't an Xbox, actually. It is just like a PC
No,
that you can get on
It is an Xbox. Everything's an Xbox now. Well, except for a Nintendo Switch and PlayStation.
Right. It's a PC that accesses the Windows Store, and I think you can finagle a Steam Deck to do that as is.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I was just kind of curious what you thought about it. I mean, it's really not a lot of info, just like this is going to exist and we're going to sell these things. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did. I mean, on the Xbox UI, there's like an ad for it, and I did look kind of an eyebrow raise. Maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't want to have a portable system that doesn't have detachable controllers.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
Good point. And I mean, shit, just like, it'd be not, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, me personally, it's like the benefit of the Switch for me is like not to take it out and about, but like I can play it in the house because we have one main TV, and I can just play sitting on the same couch next to the wife and still have play video games and shit.
Like, if you get some like shitty drifty controllers, you can replace them. If you want to plug in a fight stick, you can do that.
Yeah,
etc. So like, that's why I kind of don't want to have like a Steam Deck or the Xbox Deck, whatever it's fucking called. If like I'm gonna be stuck with the same analog sticks forever on my $1,000 piece of hardware.
Yeah.
But isn't the Xbox Deck like just a worse version, but just with Xbox branding? Like, it wasn't even like the highest spec one?
It's they teamed up with this company. I'm pretty sure it's Rogue Ally, and it's whatever spec'd out to play Xbox games specifically. There's probably comparable things like via Steam Deck or other things too, but like, I don't know what's going on internally to make it better or worse.
There's no Xbox app on the Steam Deck, like regular Steam Deck, like whatever.
I'm not
No,
sure.
but you can like
Store.
install Windows on it.
Yeah. There it is. Yeah, I don't know. Xbox going for this, everything's an Xbox is, it's getting a little bit embarrassing now. It's like, everything's an Xbox, but not really, and not in a very good way. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of diluting the brand. It's like making it less interesting in a way. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it.
I don't know. I mean, me personally,
play it on your photocopier. It's an Xbox now, apparently.
Me personally, I think one of the best things about Xbox is actually the hardware itself. It's good. The controllers are great. I think the UI is fine. It's good. It's good hardware. I don't think that's a problem. It's maybe software output and stuff like that here in the past couple of years, but
I think they're just hedging their bets on the future. Like,
sure,
they're betting on a future where like the people are going to have more and more different kinds of hardware. Like, as people build like these fucking 20, 30-year-old libraries of games, you're going to want to take those around to different devices.
Sure.
Would be nice.
I don't know. I thought the direction they were going with Series X and S, I thought that was kind of good. Like having different SKUs, like lower end, higher end kind of thing, But they all play the same games. It's like, you don't want to spend whatever $900 on that Series X. Just get the Series S. It plays the same games, not in a high resolution. Some people don't care about that.
True.
I thought that was a good idea. You should just keep doing that.
A little bit of an update about the backwards compatibility for Dead by Daylight. Lemonade double checked on that. He said, I just checked the compatibility list on the Switch website. On Nintendo's website, it says DVD has been resolved with an update. The issue, so that's good.
Oh, and you can stream through a browser. Yeah, that's the way Danny plays it.
Yes.
Boom.
Yeah. Lemonade also says, hey, I think Steam Xbox games on the Steam Deck. through a browser. There you go.
I mean, you can do that on your smartphone too.
You
It
can.
sucks ass.
It's not good. I've tried it. I had an Indiana Jones review kind of talking about just that, actually. If you want to see, it's not great. Anyways,
an Xbox. Oh, by the way, a slight update on the Switch 2 lottery thing. I changed to my Japanese account, and it did let me buy the ticket
for the one with like
today.
nothing, with like no gameplay attached to it, basically.
Yep. Okay. So I've entered the 5th lottery on my no gameplay account. I went through the whole process, didn't get that error that I got on my other account. Put it in the cart. It was like 550 yen minus 550 yen equals 0. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it went through.
Okay. Well,
fingers crossed. Never gonna happen.
No. I'm usually a pretty positive person, but I'm also realistic, and it's like, yeah, man, sorry. I'm sorry for your loss. Anyways, that's going to do it for new business. Let's go ahead and move on just a little bit of Now Playing at Famicast.com. Now Playing at Famicast.com. Lots of stuff has been going up rather, on the website, and some on Patreon and YouTube, all that type of stuff. Over the past month, I put up 3 reviews for Switch 2 things that you guys can check out. Usually I'll be lucky to put up maybe like 12 reviews a year. So doing 3 in like the course of a couple of weeks is pretty, sometimes you just really get into it. You're like, oh man, I know what I want to say, and all this type of stuff, and you just kind of go crazy. So just last week I put up a review for Mario Kart World, #old. Everyone's already beaten it, and it's already, old news, but just I throw out my thoughts there. And oh man, actually the boys were letting me fucking have it in the Discord, kind of, with like the Mario Kart World stuff, and then legit too, because I didn't realize when you're playing the free roam mode that you can press the Y button and it brings up like a map, because when you're playing regularly, Y is just another button for accelerate, which is stupid. And that was one of my main complaints with the free roam mode, because like outside of that, the only way to access a map is from the start menu, and you can see the map, and you can see like this course, this area, you have this amount of stuff unlocked, and blah blah blah. So I thought it was kind of lame, but yeah, still kind of same kind of deal. Like it's still kind of limited and stuff, but yeah. And in the written review, I did make an update with a couple of thoughts on that, and thanks guys for actually, seriously, guys in the Discord for pointing that out and stuff like that. And I remember Balls brought up a funny thing too, which is very ironic. And another game that I didn't know about the map on, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Xenoblade Chronicles X, rather. There was a quick way to bring up the map on that game too. It was the same exact button you use in Mario Kart World. Great. So, anyways, yeah. Other stuff. That's right. All right. You guys have to help me with what's going on next. Any volunteers?
JAPANews.
That's right.
I guess.
That's right. I think you nailed it. That's right, folks. It's time for the JAPANews, the time of the show where we talk about the latest and greatest comings and goings of Japan and Nintendo and all that type of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. Just to kind of follow up what we were talking about earlier with the lottery stuff. Yeah, like James said, the next lottery for Japan has just opened up today, and I didn't even know that until James messaged me earlier in the day. But yeah, same thing. It's open from today until the 24th. Winners are going to be announced on July 30th, and then purchases can be made. Yeah, purchases can be made for about a month, and then those winners are going to be getting the console by September 15th. Oof, and yeah, an interesting thing about this one too, these aren't for like units they have on hand. They said these are things that are like that still have not been produced just yet. So
okay.
People that
wouldn't it be funny if like my mom sends one over and then I win it? I could sell it for $1,000 on. There
you go. Well, not on Yahoo Auctions, but Metacard you probably can. No, so that's a thing that's still going on here. One kind of, like I said, aside from
that's what Matt Walker did, by the way. He couldn't get one either. He asked his mom to ship one over from the States. So yeah, he's got an American one.
Yeah,
because I saw on the profile, it's like because Matt I know he was entering the same lotteries as I was, and he was losing them all. And then I checked the profile, and it's like Matt Walker's playing Mario Kart World. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Dude, how did you get it? Yeah. So yeah, he cheated.
Yeah, I'd seen that
Nice.
too, and I was curious, and I saw you guys' back and forth. I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's how that happened. But yeah, I mean, aside from what we just kind of talked about a little bit in new business, I mean, there were a couple of different changes that Nintendo has made to the lottery system on top of all the things before gameplay conditions. Japanese account has to be a Japanese account. You have to be the head of the household.
Can't be
And
British.
Can't be British. That's one of those. But two new things that they've kind of introduced into this as well. It's like you could have basically, it's like in order to win this lottery and for the time being, you can't have won one in the past, so you can't get a second Switch 2 from Nintendo. And another one too, if you enter these lotteries via My Nintendo, you cannot have a Switch. Your account cannot have been linked to a Switch 2.
Ooh,
So-
that's interesting. Like
Yeah.
if I did get one from the
Spooky.
UK and signed in with my account and then later won it and tried to sign into my second Switch 2, it'd be like, nah,
Yeah,
you ain't doing that.
yeah. I mean,
Good
the
to
thing
know in
is,
case any of your friends have a Switch 2.
another thing too, man. Like, so let's say James, you get one from the UK, you have it sent here, and then you win the one in Japan. Unless you're not going to get it unless you throw down the money for it. The one from Japan. So it's like you don't have to pay for it. Then you just don't get it.
That's right.
So
I'll ask Ty, he'll say no, and I'll just cancel it.
yeah, there it is. Yeah. So and another interesting thing they said too, which was surprised me when James got that little message that popped up. It said, even if you use a Nintendo account that does not meet the conditions that were described before, you may still be able to apply, but will not be eligible to win. And also, due to changes in conditions for the upcoming lottery, fans will not be able to have their previous data and information automatically carried over to reapply, which is what they had been doing for people that lost, like the first lottery, the second lottery. Basically, their information just carried over automatically, and they'd be entered in again. That doesn't happen because of the changes that they made. Yeah. So for me, James,
That's
like,
so confusing, isn't it?
yeah, because. It's now I kind of don't really know what to think because, like I said,
Is it because I recently changed the region? Maybe that was it. Maybe that was the suspicious thing. I changed the region like one day before the lottery starts.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but that's what my Australian buddy did. He did the same thing, and it worked. He has a Switch too from the first lottery. So yeah,
well, good luck to him.
Anyways, it seems like everybody else outside of Japan can just walk in anywhere and just get his fucking Switch 2, right? So yeah,
they have no idea.
They do not. Anyways, James, do you want to introduce the next topic?
Dragon Drive. What did you say earlier, Danny? You said it sounded like dragon.
Dragon ass.
I've been Dragon Ass. Yeah, that's right.
I did say it, yes.
We've gone from Dragon Ass to Dragon Drive.
Yes.
So it finally has a release date, which is weird because I remember going to the website and it had all the information except the price. It was so weird. Like I checked the Nintendo UK one. It was like all the information, all the screenshots, everything. It even had everything except the buy now button. And it didn't even have the price. It was so weird. But anyway, now it does. So it comes out on the 14th of August. Then it's going to retail for just under 2,000 yen, 1,980, which is $20. And I think it was a little bit less than £20. I think it was maybe $18.99 in the squids.
Okay.
It's only a 1.7 gig download. So yeah, typical Nintendo fashion, optimized up the shiznit. It will support 12 players for online, despite it being a 3 versus 3. That's a bit weird.
Yeah,
so it's 3 versus 3 versus 3 versus 3.
Not sure how that's gonna work unless they have like multiple teams like playing on courts next to each other or something. It's maybe you could actually, if you look at
because with arms you could do 2v2, right?
Yeah. Actually, if we're watching the video right now, if you look in the background, you can see another court. So maybe there's
playing
some
side by side.
Yeah, and there's some other characters outside of the court as well. Going on.
Yeah, interesting.
You can like mess with people inside from the
Just
side.
do the
Right.
press the joystick in and it does the clap like on Nintendo Switch Online stuff.
Yeah.
Mocking everyone.
So as for the controls, it appears to be mouse control only. Oof. And it shows that it only supports TV mode and TV and tabletop mode. Handheld mode will be with connected Joy-Con 2 will not work. So yeah, because you can't hold the tabletop. Well, what's the difference between handheld and tabletop?
You can remove the Joy-Con with tabletop. If you don't remove the Joy-Con, that's handheld. You're holding it in your hand.
So
right?
there's no way to move it with just the sticks. It's basically what it's saying, right? Yeah, you have to use the mouse. Mice.
Yeah.
Mises.
The Mises. So yeah, there it is. Available August 14th. So
Yes.
when is that? It's like a month and a half away.
Yep.
People are I don't know anyone who's looking forward to this. to be honest.
Yeah. Honestly, like, especially like this morning. This morning I woke up and I saw, oh man, hell yeah, dude! Like WWE 2K25 is coming to the Switch like this month on like the 23rd. Like that's awesome. A game that's going to take a lot of time to play and stuff. Madden's coming out a little bit before Dragon Drive on Switch 2. I'll probably be buying that. And originally I was thinking like, man, like this is a good date for a lot of other people that maybe there's nothing else that you want to play and you're like, hey man, 20 bones just to play something that might be kind of interesting. Maybe it's not like if it was like a $60 game or something, like, yeah, and hell no. But for something a little bit more experimental, I'd be kind of willing and just curious to throw down and just to see what this is about.
Oh man, this has like not free to play, but like comes with a Nintendo Online subscription all over it. Like you know what I mean? It's why would you do this? Yeah, I can't see people spending $20 for this.
I don't think it's that bad of a price.
Who knows? It might be super fun.
Yeah, I know. So I'm not trying to.
Well, like Rocket League was about 20, wasn't it, when it came out?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was a PlayStation Plus game, and it did really, really well.
That's when it really took off, and then it's just went through the stratosphere.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, Sony knew. It's like, well, I'm asking Americans to play a football game mixed with cars. Maybe it's a stretch. Let's give it away for quote unquote free. And yeah, it went mental. And then it went to everything else after that. And it was a good strategy. And now it's free to play, totally free to play.
Yeah, for
everyone on all consoles. That is how I see this game. I don't see it as a $20 game. It's just I mean, look at it.
I think it looks fine. Like
it's pretty bare bones
like that. Well, yeah, but
it's not going to have a story mode. It's not like it doesn't even have it doesn't have a local.
I'm not sure.
I think it's online only. Like,
it did say something about one player, so you could probably face PC, computers and stuff like that. Practice. I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I'm interested to see how it'll feel because I've used the mouse controls and stuff like that with the Switch 2. It's fine, but like
what did you use it on? Which game?
Nintendo Switch 2 World. Oh my God, the thing. Welcome Tour.
Okay. The Secrets of Nintendo Switch 2 Gallery.
Yes. Exhibition.
Yeah, in Japanese.
Yeah, and it's fine, but like it was just like little demos and stuff like that. It wasn't like controlling something competitive, which it'll be interesting. I mean, because it does work on your lap. It really does. And it can work on like a table and a pinch and stuff like, obviously. But if you have a bunch of shit on the table, like a placemat or like other shit that you're worried about knocking over, it's like, I always felt kind of nervous about like that type of stuff. But
glass of water on both sides of the table.
Like, right. Yeah. And the cat's running around too. It's like, man, what the hell am I going to do?
Exactly. Electrical extension cord right under the water. Yes.
Perfect.
A bath for some reason. Yep.
Yes. Can't wait. Yeah. I'll probably pick this up. We'll see.
Anyways, like a game that could benefit from from like some free weekends.
Yeah, and I mean, they could do that because I mean, with the Nintendo Switch Online, game trials, they could do that just to try to gauge interest and stuff like that. It'd be a different strategy than what they've done. It just depend on when and if they did it. They're not going to do it for launch. I don't think that'd be kind of would it be insane? Because it'd be a good way just to get people interested and be like, hey, this is fun. I'll throw down $20 for this.
Tetris 99 has paid bits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pac-Man 99 had it as well. Like you could play offline or whatever.
Yeah, I bought that stuff and I never even played it. I just always play like the stuff that's included with Switch Online stuff.
They need to do something like that for this. I think. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I don't think it'll do very well, and it'll eventually will end up like being like that after they've learned their lesson. After they didn't listen to me in the first place. Yeah.
Right.
Forgot to ask James.
Yeah, for you guys out there, listeners, viewers, what do you guys think? Does this look like fun to you? Does it sound like fun? Let us know. Curious what you guys
not
think.
Even arms.
It's not. God, I like arms.
And it's certainly not legs.
Damn. Most heavily awaited sequel. Ty, would you mind taking that last bit of news there?
All right, let's go. First update to the GameCube library for the newly dubbed Nintendo Classics we were talking about. Lineup has been decided. For the crusty old games lineup, Super Mario Strikers, known as Mario Smash Football in Europe. In Europe, you mean?
Okay. Pardon me.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've never been to Europe. I have actually.
Me too.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, it's coming to the GameCube app on July 3rd, which is tomorrow from recording. Yeah. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. So Mario Strikers, let's go.
Yep.
I'm sure lag and input delay won't affect this game at all.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, it like I said, it did seem like I think with subsequent releases and stuff like that on the N64 app, Nintendo did do like patches and stuff to the app itself, which kind of fixed the emulation per game on some of the other games they're having problems with. So it's possible that we could start seeing some improvement on some of the other games.
This is the original and many people say best.
Yeah, that's right. I like this one. Oh, go ahead, James. Sorry.
Oh no! I just had we just took a little bit too crazy. There was some waggle in there, and it was just too much bullshit.
A tale eternally retold.
I played the demo of the Switch one. What was it called? Supercharged or something?
Yeah.
Strikers. Was it Super Mario Strikers Charged?
Maybe
I think it was something like that. And it was okay. There was a lot of shit going on though. A lot of unnecessary, snazzy stuff.
Yeah,
it did feel a little bit diluted.
There is some of that stuff here. Obviously, you can see, shooting out banana peels, Bowser coming on there, and you got like a powerful kick and stuff like that. But I think it's pretty grounded. It's not like too crazy.
I love that when he said that Mario was jumping out of the air in bullet time.
Super Saiyan. Yeah, I know. And with that kick, he gets 2 points instead of 1. So, just like the normal
official World Cup rules.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know. It's fun. I'm looking forward to playing it again. It's been a long time since I played it. So,
Ty, have you played any version of this game?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Same. The only one I played is the demo. Yeah, I only played the demo of the Switch one, and that's it.
Maybe I looked at it at E3.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's
wow. Would they even say this to E3? Wow.
Probably.
Yeah, I do remember an E3 presence for the GameCube one.
Yeah. Did you forget what the GameCube was like? Like getting towards the end, man, before the Wii came out? Like, man, people were desperate for stuff.
True.
They should have kept the European name for America and just trick people.
Right? Yes.
Mario Football. Like, oh shit, they made a football game. Mario.
Football.
Yeah, perfect sense. Yeah.
This ain't a football game. He's using his foot.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, we had a conversation with that at work the other day, actually, with students and stuff. And then I looked it up about association football and rugby and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You people, James, are the ones to blame for all this stuff.
This is football. Pick it up and use your hands, you fucking idiot.
See, that makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense.
Brilliant.
No. Anyways, looking forward to that. Should be pretty fun. So, all right. Cool. Well, that's going to do it for the news. Let's go ahead and move on to a little bit of feedback from you guys. And if you guys do have any feedback for us, definitely feel free to sound off in multiple ways. There's a lot of different ways you can get a hold of us. You can contact us on social media at the Famicast. Hit us up via email, thefamicast@gmail.com. Sound off in the YouTube comments, sound off in the side article comments, and you can have your stuff read out on the air like these guys. Just one today, but I wanted to bring this one up. This is from Russ. It's on my review for Mario Kart World. And,
right, yeah, I made the same mistake actually. It's not Super Mario Kart World. It's just Mario Kart World.
Right. God.
Yeah. But there are Super Mario Kart references in Mario Kart World. I saw some cool screenshots of the original artwork in there. Pretty cool.
It's great. Like that stuff's awesome. And well, Russ said that so far maybe him and his girlfriend are working through it slowly, not skipping ahead to 150cc. Happy starting at 50cc, even though it's too easy. Get to admire and learn the tracks a bit. Not tried too much of free roam. So far, the online knockout mode, knockout tour has been the most fun. It's mayhem and over the top, but I like that. It reminds me of Tetris 99 in that respect. I'd kind of say that too. Yeah, because I mean, the knockout tour mode in Mario Kart World, it's very much like a battle royale type of a thing, essentially. You race a lap and then like the top 20 can go on. You race the next lap, top 16. And, you kind of just doing this over the course of a few courses. And it's pretty cool and it's pretty intense. Pretty hard to.
We didn't mention it in news, but there was some very controversial update to Mario Kart World recently, right? Right. Yeah, we should probably mention that because it's kind of blowing up the internet. So the races, just normal online races. Yeah. Most people choose random, like they just whatever course you want. There used to be a mixture of the 3-lap style and the straight courses, but now they've removed it and entirely removed the 3-lap ones, or like extremely reduced it. So it's like a very small percentage chance that you will ever race on a 3-lap style course, and you're mostly just doing straights, which I guess most people don't like. They prefer the old style, traditional style 3 laps kind of thing. I don't know how the Bibs feels about it.
I kind of like this new style. I was getting sick of Mario Kart, honestly. Like it just felt like I've been doing the same thing for like 20 years, and it's like, man, I'm ready for a bit of a change. There's still some fun to be had playing like traditional style and stuff like that, different tracks. But I liked what they did with World having these kind of other sections. It kind of makes it more interesting to me.
I can understand that Mario Kart Road Trip. You're just going in a straight line for three.
It's not all. I mean, people like to exaggerate. It's the internet too, so
it's not literally a straight line.
I know, but that's that's people's argument, and then they forget that it's not literally like that all the time. And I mean, whatever, man. Like, I think Mario Kart World's fine. Is it going to be my game of the year? Probably not. It's just one of those type of games I'm glad to have to be able to play with friends for this whole console generation. I think it's something good to have like that. I can understand people getting upset about this type of thing not having any kind of choice in this, but I don't know. Again, it's the internet. People blow shit out of proportion. I don't know.
Wow, maybe I'm the game is dead. They killed the game. The downfall. What went wrong?
That's it. The downfall of Mario Kart. I mean, shit like this all the time.
Switch is cooked. Yeah.
Yeah.
What went wrong?
Throw it in the trash. Yeah, I'm seeing lots of cool. They killed it. That's the thumbnail, right? They killed it. Just killed it. Capital letters.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are seeing these kind of clips or compilations of just like interesting things in the world that people have found, and I have to stop myself from watching them because there's full of spoilers, and it's like, oh wow, I would have liked to have found that out myself. But like, it does seem that Nintendo really put a lot of detail in the world. Like, you don't have to see these things. Like, it's not like part of the mission. It's not like part of anything. It's just like just tiny little details that they've added to the world. You just drive around and just see little kind of references to, like, you know, older games and stuff like that. And they've just created this entire Mario world. You know, but you know, you can drive around it in a Mario Kart. Yeah, it looks really cool, man.
Yeah,
Very impressive.
I think I did mention too, and a lot of people did too. It does feel barren to an extent. I think in the sense of like maybe things to do.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like details like this,
Yeah.
that stuff's really cool. Like you get to like a little town or something like that. There's just a lot of cool stuff. And it's
kind of like Breath of the Wild in that sense, right? Like it's just there's a lot of stuff, but it's like all spread out in this huge world. Yeah. I don't know. I think I prefer that rather than like a smaller world with like all that stuff, but in you know,
super
half the
dense.
size.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't work anyway because the courses need to be big to race on, right? So
right.
Yeah. Looks cool. I can't wait to start exploring it sometime.
Yep. You're gonna fucking
year.
love it, man. You're gonna love it. So
yeah.
Actually, just on the topic of news that I totally forgot to even throw down here too, but you know, and we just talked about this on the Discord and stuff like that as well, but it has been confirmed that the Donkey Kong Bonanza team is the same. Well, there are members from the Mario Odyssey team that are on there as well, so that's cool.
Oh my God, said nobody.
Right. I don't think anybody's surprised. They're just kind of like, oh, okay, makes sense. Good. So
good.
yeah, good. Yeah, neat. That's the way it should be.
But my take on that is that I actually kind of agree with Nintendo about not announcing who's developing it, because either way you're gonna lose. Like if you announce like this is made by Team A, and you're like, oh shit, this game is gonna be, you know, off the hook. And if there's anything that you don't like about it, it's gonna feel like a failure, right?
They're washed. What went wrong? The downfall.
But if it's Team Z, then it's like, that game's they're making it. Like, fuck, I'm not gonna buy that shit.
Right.
It's not even a fucking tier A game. Like Team Z is making that. Fuck that shit.
Absolutely.
No way, man. So like either way, it's lose.
What went wrong? Yes.
And I have thought that in the past, like about Zelda games when they're made by Grezzo or something like.
Right. Because you're like, who the hell is that?
Grezzo? And
right.
No thanks.
And then then it turns out they're actually really good. But
game comes out, it gets high reviews, and then they reveal, you know, somebody completes the game, sees it in the credits, it's like, oh shit, they made it. Yeah, it gets like it gets a boost of not marketing, but gets some buzz from that, right? So yeah,
sure.
I understand why they do it, and I kind of agree with it. Yeah, sure. I mean, look at Xbox. I mean, they announced, you know, like from the makers of the team that brought you, and then it's like it's just some bullshit that gets like, you know, it's on sale for a weekend and then they take it down because it's terrible. Sony's the same way.
You got a comment?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah. The original Halo team brings you the FPS that will change your life.
I think you save your soul, actually, but
save you.
What went wrong?
Never works out.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, this is kind of getting off track of feedback, but that was all that we had.
So what was Russ's question again?
No, there's no question. He was just commenting on Mario Kart, basically saying like he's taking his time with it, and I think that's a good strategy to have. Like I was kind of trying to do a review and get enough time into it to feel that like I feel comfortable enough to put out my thoughts or whatever. So like I was playing like 150cc and stuff, trying to like get through stuff. I think I did a couple on 100. Like 50 is like, man, that does feel really slow. But I can get it, man. Like if you're not doing anything like this, who fucking cares? Who the hell are you trying to impress? So
yeah, man. Russ, try your best. You can do 150cc. I'm sure you can do it. It's not too hard. I'm sure you'll be able to do all right.
Yeah. Anyway, no, Russ, thank you for the comment. I appreciate it, man. And Yeah, there's other comments about like basketball and baseball and stuff like that, but I won't get into those. Don't worry about that.
That's 99% of our comments. Not going to read any of them. Not going to read any of them.
A lot of them are just literally answered in like the first minute of the video, but love it.
All I want to know is, can I play Assassin's Creed Odyssey? And I live in America.
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
Yes, you can. All right.
Right then. So we're wrapping up the show. Moving on to some anime trash. I'm going to have to head out, but enjoy the trash. Looks like there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
We might have to pixelate some of it out, but that's what you pay the Patreon for.
Yes. Too bad this is live.
Let's get demonetized.
Can't wait.
All right, guys. I'll see you on 297.
Getting there. Yep.
Peace out.
See you, James. And for audio listeners, basically after this, we're going to go into a musical break, and then we're going to close out the show. But for you guys on video, we're going to go ahead and, like we just said, dive right into the trash. So, Ty, here we go.
It's time. All right. For the usual recap, I play online UFO catchers like every day, and I get a lot of stuff. Usually by being absolutely cracked, but also through persistence sometimes. So there are a million different sites that I use, but among my favorites is Capcom. Capcom has an online UFO catcher site, and it's like one of the easiest and most generous ones. Unfortunately for everyone else, it's Japan only.
Oh.
All right, let's see what they sent me. Oh, hell yeah. Right. A classic staple.
We got, oh, there
Big
we go.
Booby bunny girl.
A Super Sonico one, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a different color variation of one I got before. This is gigantic, by the way.
Yeah, that is huge.
Right? He's got huge honkers. Did the Super Sonico game ever come out on Switch? I feel like it may have.
I don't know.
All right.
Sure.
Sure. Okay, whatever. All right, that was the only thing in here.
Okay, well, that's...
Moving on, we got plenty of slop to get through. All right. This is Oriba. One of the more well-known. You can play this in the US, but Oriba kind of sucks because it's really hard.
Okay.
But they do give you a free play every day. And they have a subscription thing where you can give them like $3 and they'll give you like $10 worth of credit every month.
Okay.
So that kind of balances out. So yeah, like I kind of get like one thing a month through that.
Oh, Lemonade signing off here too. He said, "Hey, Bunny Girl, first up. It's a good unboxing already.
It's gonna get so good." Oh, guess what? Guess what, Lemonade?
Uh-oh.
You'll never guess. It's another bunny girl.
He might have guessed.
Yes, this is from the new ongoing quintuplet set. Do I have the other ones at arm's reach? So they're releasing these one at a time.
The one behind your head?
Yeah.
There. Okay.
Yeah. So these are the desktop cute series.
Okay.
So how many of these do I have so far? 2 that you know of.
Right. The other 12 are buried in some other boxes behind you.
No, they're quintuplets. There's 5 of them.
I know. I'm just saying, like that. Unless you got duplicates or
right. Alternate colors. There is an alternate color site you can get on Taito.
See, I'm trying to keep track of things for you, man.
But it's super fucking expensive to play that site, so I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Molly Online, which is also Japan only, but you know, as you can tell from my giant box, it's like really easy to get lots of stuff from them.
Right. Lemonade's liking the quintuplets too. Oh, nice. New quintuplets.
Yeah. So I think the quintuplets, like the 4th in the series, just became available.
Okay.
So as you've seen, we've got 2 so far.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got here? We got a lot of packing material. Oh my god.
Watch the tab, the label on the front of the box.
Oh yeah.
I think the quality's so bad it's not doesn't
gonna
matter.
get docked.
We're only limited to a 720p stream. So
one time I let my stalker in and they got bored after 20 minutes and left. All right, which of these amazing things do I want to show? Let's start with this one.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's the least surprising thing this could be?
Is that from the same series that you just opened before?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, we're racking them up.
There it is.
Yep. We got Desktop Cute Quintuplet Bunny Girl number 3. This one's
there we go.
Cute. She might be the most popular, but
okay.
All right. So there we go. We're 3 out of 5. Okay. Oh, I can't decide which one to show. They sent me like a free sticker.
Oh,
nice. All right. Here we go. This one's going to be a big hit for those who know.
Oh.
Okay. All right. This is Fate Grand Order Astolfo Figurism Alpha thing. All right. So what does this look like to you, Danny?
A maid?
Yeah.
A maid with pink hair and a sword.
Right.
Is that a sword?
Yeah. That's totally a sword. Nothing weird about it, right?
Yeah. But her face looks kind of weird.
Kind of weird, huh? Okay. All right. Is that your final answer?
It's got to be some kind of creepy monster underneath like a skin of a maid.
Not quite.
Okay.
It is, however, a male.
Okay.
Or femboy or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Watch the show or don't.
Okay.
It's a well-known character.
Okay.
All right. Now this is the thing. That I've been waiting on. Right. This is a Nikkei.
I can kind of see it. Oh, okay. That's why. Oh, no, actually, no. I don't know why. Okay.
There you go. This is Modernia. This is one of my top 5 favorite Nikkeis.
All right.
Yeah. She's cool. She's this is also like an outfit you can get in game.
Oh, okay.
They gave it to everybody for free, like during the first anniversary, I think.
Ah.
So, yeah, she's kind of a central character in the game. I'm not gonna give any spoilers.
Okay.
Because it has the game.
Because it has a kind of a deep story, like you said, like not even kidding around. Like it's kind of
true,
crazy, right?
Yeah. Yes. They try to manipulate emotionally into like spending more on the gacha. It's pretty effective. But yes, you can just play the game for free. Which I've been doing. I've spent a total of, what did I say before? Like 150 yen on the game? Yeah. But then who knows how much more on merchandise, UFO catcher bullshit. Whoa, what is this? Another giant box from Molly Online?
There we go.
Dang.
The last one, Relax Time Nikkei?
Yes. Relax.
No, I think it's just kind of joking.
No, but this is a noodle stopper figure, allegedly.
Okay.
All right. Let's open it up. I'm glad I have my murder pocket.
Yeah. Glad you don't have to use an ink pen this time.
Yeah. Or a screwdriver.
Yes. Never to cut away from your body. Didn't they teach you that in Boy Scouts?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think this pocket knife is sharp enough to cut anything.
You never know. If you can stab a lot of things.
Right. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Lots of packing material again. Maybe I should stop just throwing this on the floor. pain in the ass. They sent me another sticker.
Nice. I was going to say, I love how you just
Fire.
throw it behind you. It's great. I love that.
Yeah. Nice. Didn't know if this was going to get here in time. All right. What do we got here? Another mainstay of anime trash. All right. This is a relaxed time figure.
There it is. There it is.
Yep.
Okay.
It's what's her name from Overlord? Yes, with her boobs out.
Wow.
Almost.
Yeah.
Got like this leather looking outfit. Kind of nice. Very horny.
Very much so.
Literally, she has horns.
Yes.
Yep. Actual relaxed. We did it, boys.
Nice. Nice.
All right. What else do we have in here? Oh, this is a big ass figure. There's only like 2 things in here, I think. But yeah, check this out.
What do we got here?
Let me open it up. Ugh. Man, these are wrapped up pretty secure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, like they're not wrapped this tightly.
Yeah. All right. Gigantic, by the way.
Damn. Oh, bunny girl. Damn.
Yeah, this is like the ByQ bunnies, and this is the actual show that's about a bunny girl. So it was the destined figure.
Okay. Okay.
Like I got figures of this character before, but they're like small ones. This shit is like gigantic.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah, everything you've won today or that you've showed us today has been pretty damn big, man.
Yeah.
Usually the stuff you have is like, it's not tiny by any means, but like this
Right,
is,
like other figures like this, it is kind of small, but
yeah.
they're freaking huge, man.
Yeah, dude.
Like it might be taller than this box even.
Because you might have to put it together and like
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's crazy.
Yeah, damn. Is it pretty heavy?
Like average.
Okay.
Yeah, not like super heavy. Like that one Overlord figure I got. That's like super heavy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get through this shit. One more, I think. Yeah. Hey, it's Capcom again.
Nice.
Yeah. Where did I put my murder knife? Here it is. All right, I think there's going to be something very fun in here. I mean, not to say everything else hasn't been super but I would say it's been pretty predictable.
Mm-hmm. Still, hey, nothing wrong with the old staples, though.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's not here yet, but I do have some other fun stuff.
Oh.
All right. I think Lemonade will enjoy this box in particular. All right, we have Random Bunny Girl.
All right.
Also Date Alive.
Date Alive. Okay.
Yeah. The desktop cute series.
All right.
Right? I guess you put them on your desktop.
Or your desk at work.
Yeah, right? Hello, human resources? All right, I'm going to save that one. Let's do this one. All right, if there's anything I like more than bunny girls, is the demon girls.
Okay.
Right? Here we go.
Okay.
Definitely horny. Definitely, mom, don't come in.
Yes, and yeah, horny and literally and every sense of the word.
Metaphorically.
Yes.
Yeah. What is this from? I don't. Something very gamer oriented. I'll look it up and tell you later.
Okay.
This isn't the same character that was the pen holder, right?
From man. I'm not sure.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Dang. Horny figure. Let's go. Maybe I'll post some clips in the Discord later.
Yeah.
See how it goes. All right. Remember last episode when I told you about
Goro.
Dorothy,
Oh,
the Nikkei
Dora.
character.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I got the drinking glass, and well, she's a figure now. Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so hold on. Drinking glass. You had a drinking glass. So this goes with the drinking glass, basically.
I guess so.
I mean, you can make it. You make it, dude. I guess.
Yeah. So is this? Yeah. This is official noodle stopper.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah. So yeah, Dorothy is great because she's like the most depressed, edgy, funny, memey Nikkei, hands down.
Okay.
That's great. She embodies all of the aspects of a true gamer. Right? She has a stream with 0 followers.
I can respect that.
Right? She posts nonstop. Great character. And I finally have the Dorothy figure.
Nice.
I'll post some more memes in the Discord later.
Cool.
All right, so that's anime trash. I think that is a fat stack of weird figures.
Yeah, that's for sure. Shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, guys in the chat and stuff like that, let us know what you guys thought about this week's anime trash. Sign up in the YouTube comments, Discord, any type of stuff. Definitely love to hear what you guys have to say.
There was one non-figure prize I was looking forward to getting to, but I think that's in the one box that didn't make it here.
Okay.
So it'll wait till next week.
Okay. Lemonade was impressed with this week. He said, "Hey man, great haul this episode." Yeah, I agree. Lots of high quality stuff, dude.
Big ass bunny girl figures. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Mom, don't come in.
Exactly. Yep. Cool. All right. With that, we're going to go ahead and start closing out the show. And again, on that note, thank you guys so much for hanging with us and stuff like that. We're going to go ahead and close out the show. If you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me at DannyBiv, DANNYBIV. Ty, where can the fine folks find you?
Discord mostly, but also various social media platforms. Super Cat Drugs. Catch me on blah blah link.
There it is. Yep.
Dora the Diver, but I think I'm gonna change it to another meme real soon.
Okay.
I had one pop into my head, but I forgot it. We'll see.
Okay. If you guys want to follow JC over on Bluesky, you can do that as well. He's Fami Complicated, FAMI Complicated. Seriously, I think I don't even post that much on Discord, but I post more on Discord than I do any other social media. It's just a lot. It's been a lot better just hanging out on Discord, honestly. But yep. For our American followers out there, and depending on when you're listening to this, for the audio viewers, the day this releases will be Independence Day. I hope you remember why we fought the aliens, and Data had to die and get strangled by a tentacle and all that type of stuff. Will Smith saved us all. Don't forget, please.
That's canon.
It is something like that. Anyways,
it's true. It's in the Constitution.
Yes. For those of you that you are American and you celebrate 4th of July and all that type of stuff, hope you guys have a safe holiday with friends and family and stuff like that, or by yourself playing video games, whatever the hell you want to do. We will probably be at work and playing video games after the fact. But anyways, again, Ty, hey, thanks for coming on, man, as always.
My pleasure.
And for JC and Ty, this is Danny. We will catch you guys next time. Peace.
Toodaloo.